I think a lot of people that are into comedy and stand-up know, obviously, about the sad passing of Sean Locke. So today is a video celebrating him. And if you stay to the end, I'll give you my little story of when I went to see Sean Locke do stand-up and the thing he did to finish off his set. Keep watching, guys. Let's go.
There isn't a single person in this room, right, who's ever heard anyone ever say anywhere ever, oh, there's a really good chemist round the corner.
Surprisingly, Sean, I have. As Charlie, my wife, is the manager at Boots Pharmacy, she always gets people saying, you know, asking recommendations from our bowls club, or, you know, this chemist isn't very good. So surprisingly, actually, we do hear it.
You've got to go and see him. He's amazing. The way he just finds stuff. He's like a wizard, man. Because you can't be really good at a job that you can't be shit at, you know. It's impossible to be a shit chemist, isn't it? You know, the only way you can be a shit chemist is if you kept all your pills in a big pile, like that. And he just walks in with the prescription and just goes, oh, for fuck's sake. What the bloody hell is it? But I couldn't do that job, could I? Didn't have the exams, you know. Couldn't have been an optician either. That's even easier. They do even less, right? Optician, this is all they do. This is all an optician does. This is all they do. Better or worse? That's it. That's a career, that is. You do all the work, don't you? Well, I think it's... Look, don't ask me. I'm not the blind bastard. I just put the things in the slots. You say yes, we go home.
What Sean Locke does so well, and ignore Pixie, she's on one today. What Sean Locke did so well was he had that dry humour, very much like Jack D, and though Jack D goes more on the grumpy side. Jack D also brilliant, but Sean Locke had that dry humour, but he would randomly go off on a tangent and he would make mundane things funny, like talking about an optician's being an easy job. Like, what comedian would ever think of saying something like that? That's what's amazing. You know, the dryness and the way it comes out, and the mundane stuff that he turns and makes funny, and you think, how have you just done that? I've never even thought of it like that. It's brilliant.
I'm not saying I could have done any job. There's loads of jobs I couldn't have done. I couldn't have been a doctor, for example. That's years of dedication, hard work, expertise, passion. I could be a doctor on something like embarrassing bodies. I could do that. I could do that job. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I've always hoped if, you know, the next time we Channel 4 do some kind of mix-up, we do 8 out of 10 Cats does embarrassing bodies. I'd really like that. I'll turn up with a box of matches and a glass of brandy. And whatever they show me, I just go, ugh! So, yeah, they say, don't they? They say you should live every day as if it's your last. Live every day as if it's your last. And to me, that's not just a philosophy. It's also a very good excuse for not picking someone up from the airport, isn't it? I would pick you up, but at the moment, I'm living every day as if it's my last. And if it was my last day on the earth, there's no fucking way I'm going to waste 4 hours of it picking your lazy, tight-fisted arse up. Get the bus. Yeah, and the kids, all of you.
Who puts that together? Who puts those string of words together? Sean Locke did. You know, mundane things.
You should live life to the full, shouldn't you? Like, my dad's 84, just learnt Chinese. That's amazing, isn't it? It's 84, he's just learnt Chinese. Well, I hope so. We only got him a single ticket. What I like about that joke is people think it's not true. That's what I really like about it. I think it's some kind of... I don't know. It's not strictly true. It wasn't China. It was Switzerland. But...
Do you ever get this? And when a comedian tells a joke, how real is that joke? Because surely comedians pick up things from their real life. And they tell a joke. Now, for example, he's just said about his dad, 80 odd, and he's, basically been chucked over to China and had to learn the language. So you wonder how much of that, if there's no sort of truth to it, how did he even think of something like that? It's incredible. So there must be some sort of truth in these jokes. You pick up things from your everyday life, and the talent that he had was able to turn that into comedy.
Somebody clapping that. This makes more sense, that does. Because you're right, I mean, it wouldn't work if I said, my dad's just learnt Swiss. Even though he got him a single ticket, because it wouldn't work, would it? Because people go, well, they have 4 languages in Switzerland, so they don't have a national language.
No one knows that, do they?
See why I chose the other punchline now?
Sherlock. Just brilliant.